like they should go for a different manager. I would say one of either Joachim Löw, the former Germany manager, or Julian Nagelsmann. Yeah,
Nagelsmann makes sense.
Yeah. Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the Final Whistle. But before we get into it, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and also click that notification bell so you know exactly when we upload. But today, we're not talking about my team. We're talking about your team. No. We're talking about Liverpool. We're talking about Klopp in particular. Yes, I mean, personally, I'm kind of happy that Klopp is gone. Only because
he's going. He's not gone yet.
Oh, he's going.
Let you guys down a little bit.
Let me not get too excited.
Yeah, well.
I think. Well, I don't say happy because I think happy makes it seem as if I don't like him. I do like him. He is a very good character and all that sort of stuff. But I just feel like people kind of gas him up a bit too much. So it's nice to see his 9-year stint. I think it is
9 years. Yeah,
and he's done wonders for Liverpool as well. I just wanted to say, how do you guys think Liverpool are going to move forward? First of all. Away from Klopp.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world for Liverpool. Although some are saying that it's going to be another 30 years until they're competing or whatever, I don't think that's really the case.
No.
I think they've got good. I want to say they've got the best board, but they've got a competent board that
100%.
does want the best for them. So I feel like replacing Klopp, it's going to be a difficult feat because he's a great manager. But in terms of it's not all doom and gloom for Liverpool, so I think they'll find someone quite easily.
Yeah.
Who replaces him? I don't know though.
For me, I reckon it's all about getting the appointment right. It's about getting the right manager in. It's not necessarily about getting who you think is the best manager, because they could easily go for maybe someone like Zidane or Mourinho, but these are coaches that are not necessarily a good fit for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Whereas you have someone like Xabi Alonso, who to me would be a better fit, especially when we think of someone who knows the club, but also making sure that they get a manager that the players will respect. I remember I watched an interview, and there was a Man United player, he was talking about, it was Wayne Rooney, and he was talking about when David Moyes came in after Fergie left, and he said a big part of why he didn't succeed was because they had a great manager who was doing well for a long period of time, and then Moyes came in and they just didn't respect him. So. And that was the start of the decline. And it may have not been just because of that, but I think that is the most important thing. Yeah. Get a manager in that they're going to respect just as much as they respected Klopp, and a manager who understands the club, and that would be a good fit for Liverpool club. And I think Xabi Alonso was like that.
I don't think Xabi Alonso should go to Liverpool.
No?
I think he should go to Real Madrid. I think he should go to Real Madrid and sort of... You see how Real Madrid are very much a young team now. And obviously, Xabi Alonso is one of the best young managers as well. I think he can really transform Real Madrid, and essentially, I don't think they'll do a 5-peat again in terms of Champions League, but I think he can be the one to sort of restore that Champions League dominance and also La Liga dominance.
Yeah, but right now,
I think there's steps.
Real Madrid don't need anyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And from Xabi Alonso's point of view, Real Madrid aren't knocking on his door right now.
That we know.
Liverpool knock on his door right now. Should Xabi Alonso accept it, and should Liverpool even go and knock on Xabi Alonso's door?
No,
I don't even think
to both. And well, tactically it makes sense because Xabi Alonso at Leverkusen is playing a more fluid style of the gegenpress. And Liverpool are that's what they do. Klopp is about gegenpress football. So I do see why people would say that as well, because tactically it makes sense. He can really... I feel like if Xabi Alonso goes to Liverpool, he could probably really get the most out of Robertson and Trent, and probably get them back to how they were in, I think it was 1920 when they won the league. But I feel like they should go for a different manager.
Who?
I would say one of either Joachim Löw, the former Germany manager, or Julian Nagelsmann.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Nagelsmann makes sense.
Yeah.
But I feel like, just to put in with your Xabi Alonso take, I think there's steps to managerial roles. Xabi Alonso's doing very good at Bayern Leverkusen at the moment. But I feel like in terms of what he would want to do, I don't think he would love to do that big jump to Real Madrid, because Real Madrid, it's results now or you're gone. And with Xabi Alonso, I'm sure he would want a role that he can stay in and not feel the pressure too quickly, having to perform straight away. So that Liverpool job would make sense for him.
I mean...
Like that step from Bayern Leverkusen
He was at
potentially
Sociedad as
winning
well
the
before.
but potentially win the league now in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Then go into Liverpool and help them rebuild, have that experience for them to rebuild and potentially, hopefully, win them a title. Not hopefully, potentially win them a title. Hopefully, it doesn't happen, and then possibly going on to the elite clubs of Real Madrid. But it's a stage, and football's never. It's never a straight and narrow process.
Yeah, it's never like here and then here and then here. Sometimes
it could be,
you go,
you know what I mean? So,
and that's what I was saying. I think it's more of a, I don't know. And I'm looking at it in the sense where if he goes to Liverpool and he doesn't necessarily perform well, so where does he go now? Does he go back down to like a Leverkusen?
But the thing is, Liverpool will give him time.
They will.
Yeah, I know, because I know Liverpool aren't necessarily, or historically, from their track record, from what I know, they're not in the business of sacking managers frequently. You know, if it was like Chelsea, for example, then I'd say I don't know, because Chelsea are quite trigger happy when it comes to sacking managers. But I don't know. I feel like if you went to Real Madrid and then potentially either didn't work out, I feel like he could then say, okay, you know what, I'm applying my trade at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's the other way round, if it doesn't necessarily work out at Liverpool, I'm not sure if he can go to Real Madrid straight away.
You might not, but I mean, like, this is football. It can be anything. I mean, look at David Moyes. He went from Everton to United to West Ham, and people still regard him as a very good Premier League manager. And I'm sure that, like, even I don't even want to say this, but Oli, there's the rumours of him going to Bayern after.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not going to happen.
But there's a reason why both of those managers haven't had a top club.
Yeah,
since.
No, you're right.
There's a reason why, and so I feel like Xabi Alonso has to be careful with his next.
exactly.
100%.
He has to be careful. He doesn't want to jump too high up and then
Also,
crash down a bit.
When Real Madrid come knocking, it's a different knock.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I mean?
you also need to be smart. I think Nagelsmann makes sense as well. That one, I didn't think about that, but
he's
that
the youngest
makes
man.
sense.
He's still quite young. He's sort of, and this is only because I was watching a lot of the Jesse Marsh analysis, but that sort of Red Bull Leipzig team that he had were very, very good. And he was saying, Jesse Marsh was saying that in Red Bull, their system is gegenpress throughout. So it makes it easier for, when it's Salzburg or Leipzig, the transition between the two, you're playing the same tactics. It's just a different club, different whatever. And I feel like he could then put his own stamp on this Liverpool team and maybe not necessarily play the same football that Leipzig do, but maybe an adaptation. You know what I mean? Maybe make the use out of the how Liverpool had it before with two inside forwards with Salah and Mane. He can probably do really, really good things with Jota.
That's fair enough. We've spoken about who could come into Liverpool. Now, Klopp isn't going to retire yet. I know he said he's going to take a year out, but there have been times before where managers have said one thing and done another. One thing he did say is that he won't ever manage a Premier League club
Which
again.
is absolutely insane to me.
It is insane,
I don't think it is.
but I can understand it, and I believe him when he says that. But one thing that I just thought could happen,
insane.
do you think he could end up managing Bayern Munich?
I don't think so. Only because of what he did with Dortmund. I feel like there's too much affinity with the Dortmund fans. With both towards him and Klopp towards. Yeah, I know stranger things have happened, but I would be like, ooh, I don't know. If he manages Bayern, then I'll start looking at him like, I don't know.
I feel like the reason I say it's insane because I think with managers is absolutely crazy. I mean, there's not many clubs to choose from when you're a top manager. Okay, you've managed Liverpool, top club. And then saying you're never going to coach in the Premier League for any other...
He just managed Liverpool. He managed Liverpool for 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years.
I get
That's
that.
what the thing is.
So, okay, cool. We've said that. Now, if he... What league would he go to? If he's not coming to the Premier League, it's not Liverpool.
All the other leagues.
He's got La Liga, he's got Bundesliga, Serie A.
Yeah, but it's like, you're never going to come back to the Prem? Ever?
Unless he goes back to Liverpool.
I know that's going to happen, though.
Klopp is not a young manager.
There we go.
He's not old, but he's managed for a longer period of time than he has left. So the fact that he doesn't have the fact that he's closing off the Premier League, to me isn't actually bad because you can say in the next 15 years will Klopp be managing anymore anyway. Maybe in the next 10 years will he still be managing. There's also international jobs as well. He can end up managing Germany or another international club. So
what would be insane is if someone like Frank Lampard said, I'm never managing in the Prem because he's still very young. Do you know what I mean? That would be crazy.
Or for Xabi Alonso,
I mean, no one really wants him anyways.
Bundesliga again, something like that.
Yeah, that would be. What did you say?
I mean, no one wants Frank anyway as well.
Frank at United. No?
What? Hey, do you think there's any space for Graham Potter to maybe look in that Liverpool role? Yeah.
I think Liverpool will be insane to go there.
I don't think he's the Liverpool type of manager.
No.
I mean, people are looking for. I mean, I think Liverpool. What Liverpool needs to do, they do need to get it right. Otherwise, they would be in that like risk of going not another 30. I don't think it's going to be that, but I think it might be. Well, it might be pretty long until they win another league.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Who knows? Liverpool fans, let us know in the comments. Who do you think is gonna take over Klopp? Do you think it should be Xabi Alonso, or is there another manager that we haven't named? Also, if you're not a fan of Liverpool, just drop your thoughts down in terms of the whole situation, how you feel about Klopp taking a sabbatical a year out, and let us know. As always, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We always post highlights and clips on those platforms. Raph, what do you always say?
Always tell a friend to tell a friend.
Peace.